Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another very exciting match of Pokemon Auto Chess. In the left corner, we have Blob weighing in at £1,000,000, £1,000,000, right, fresh off the weigh-in. And in the right corner, we have Ben, this guy who is 1500, the Wreck. This guy who shoutouts. Apparently, I made him this cover pack. Shoutouts, man. Appreciate it. And then all of the other players. Can he win this 1v7? We will see in this match. And right away, we get fucking Poliwrath and more Poliwags. I mean, you know what time it is. I fucking love Poliwrath. It's time to play Poliwrath. So here's what I'm gonna do: is gather some water guys. Poliwrath can be played in a lot of comps. You can play, well, two really. You can play either fighting or water, and it's pretty good in both of them. And you know what? I'm gonna make a tough decision here. I think I'm gonna lock this Ditto and take it along with me for the ride. This way we can get Poliwrath really easily. Oh, and we already have like some of the best items on Poliwrath. Okay, dude, this has to be a Poliwrath game. Yeah. Ooh, Baniri. Okay, yeah, we can lock for Baniri and Ditto and this guy. Okay, yeah, this looks pretty good. I do want water though, because when I fish, I have chances to hit more poly guys. You know. So we're gonna do it like this. Poliwrath, in case you didn't know, Poliwrath can evolve into two Pokemon. Either Politoed, if you put him in the backline, or Poliwrath. Honestly, Politoed, he's not really worth it, I'd say. Like, he does get Sound as his third typing, which is pretty cool, but it's not usually worth it. Okay, we don't care about any of these eggs. We're gonna need to... We're saving gold to... because we're gonna play reroll comp, you know? So we have to. Gonna buy both of these guys. We could honestly level up and just... Every time I get scared, because when you pick your items, it's very easy to accidentally step onto one of the things, like synergy stones, or items, or eggs, you know? And in the rounds where you don't want to pick one, that shit is scary. Okay, anyways, we're gonna buy both of these, and keep locking this Ditto. And, yeah. Let's do a Poliwrath game. It's been a while. We definitely got a great start for it, you know? Immediately start with water. Start with 4 Poliwags in the first PvE stages, so yeah, you know, I think it's gonna work nicely. Okay, we have Murtag trying to play ground, looks like it. Or maybe rock, we don't know actually. But yeah, a pretty decent start. He's gonna defeat my Poliwrath, and I think he's gonna defeat the rest of my team too. I mean, ground rock is a really strong start, so it's no surprise, honestly. Alright, well, only defeat the Graveler. That is fine though, because with what we have in store, with what we have in store, we stocked up. I don't know. It's gonna be cool. Okay, we get some stuff that we don't really care about, I want to say. We are going to get this ice, because we can make a green orb later. And green orb is really good in ground, but it's also really good in fighting. So, you know, that's gonna be pretty nice. We could sell everything and put in 4 fighting right now, which would be pretty strong, you know. 4 fighting this early in the game would be really strong. I don't know. I think we're just gonna stick with 2 fighting, though. 2 fighting, 3 water, that's probably fine. Do I want Machop or Baneri? Probably Baneri. Baneri's better, I'd say. Yeah, and we're gonna, you know, ignore all of that stuff and just go for this. We can, I mean, we can get Meryl, you know. Meryl's pretty good. If we can, it would be nice to get it. But yeah, right now this is, like, kind of tough, you know, because Poliwrath is not exactly made to be a frontline unit, but he evolves into a frontline unit. So if I want to slam the items, I have to give those to him, even though, you know, he doesn't really have the stats that go with it. So it's kind of a waste in early game, but that's fine. He's holding on his own, you know, he's holding out his own. I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say, but you guys get it. I'm going to change the music, because There's Trouble is a very short loop, so it's, like, kind of annoying to listen to. What about Wigglytuff's Guild? That one's fine. Okay, so here we're faced with another choice, because we could sell this Machop and lock everything here, and I think that would be pretty good, so we're going to do that, I think. Because I don't want to throw away the chance at a pair, but I also want to have 30 gold, you know, you gotta keep... like, making econ in your early game, that's the most important thing. No matter what you're going for, no matter the strat you're going for, with very few exceptions, you should always, always, always try to reach those econ thresholds whenever you can. Because this will decide, like, you know, it's kind of like real life, depressingly. Most of the time, your early life determines for the rest of your whole life if you're going to be rich or not. You know what, that might be completely a biased view of the thing, but yeah, you know, it's the same for Pack. if you have a bad early game, if you're not making a lot of money in the early game, chances are you won't be making a lot of money in the late game either. And you know, if I was a sane player, I would just sell these 2 Poliwraths here to hit the 40 gold threshold, right? But we're already gone this far, so you know, might as well keep going, right? We're gonna lock this Ditto once again. The reason I don't buy it despite having 5 excess gold is because if I buy it, then next round I won't be able to make 50 gold, which I might still be able to, maybe. Probably not, actually. But I also wouldn't be able to make 40 gold if I buy it, so you know. That's why you always gotta, like, take the Ditto along the ride. I mean, I've said this, like, 50 times. Every time I get an early Ditto and I want to keep it, I go into Spiel again and again. Right, but it's important for new watchers, people who aren't aware of the way it works. Alright, looks like we're actually gonna win this time. Interesting. And there we go. Perfect. We can sell all of these. We don't really care. So what we really want now is, this, first of all. We can do this. That's pretty good. And yep, buy that. And I think this time we can lock the Ditto. We can actually buy the Ditto. And finally, we're free. We're free of the curse of holding Ditto forever. So we only need 3 more Poliwags to hit Poliwrath. So that's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get them before Gyarados, I guess, if I can. If I can't, that's fine. We can slam this Green Orb on Poliwrath. Honestly, it's not too bad, I would say. The thing is, I don't know if I want him to be holding that. Because I want him to be holding, like, Muscle Band and Shell Bell, probably, right? And then give the Green Orb to another unit, probably my Unique, I think. So, you know what, I'm going to hold off on it for now. The reason I'm not buying another unit despite having a free slot is because I'm going to fish at the end of the turn, so, you know, you don't want to... If your bench is blocked, you lose out on the fished units, so, you know. It's probably going to be a Magic card. Okay, see, it was actually this guy, so I was right. We get Lopunny. Now the question is, do I want to play Fighting or do I want to play Water? And I think the answer is going to be I want to play Fighting. So we're going to do this. We can make a few rolls, but I don't want to actually go below 50. So we're actually only going to make 1 roll, and that's going to be it. Okay. This is probably strong enough to defeat Gyarados, I would say. Hopefully it is. I think it is. I'm going to spread everything apart so he gets focused. The problem is he's ranged and Gyarados is sitting a little bit far back. So since I want him to take the focus because he has Muscle Band, I have to do this. Yeah, this way Gyarados will walk up to him and he gets to scale his Muscle Band a little bit. Which doesn't matter because Gyarados is actually going to shoot Hydro Pump and kill it anyways, but yeah, okay, whatever. Anyways, either way we win the round. We get the item I wanted, so that's perfect. And yeah, we can... That's good, you know? Ideal third items for Poliwrath include stuff like... Sorry, I gotta focus on the portals. We want either this one or this one, because we're gonna go fighting. There's this one too, which is good. We're gonna get this one. Yeah, it also had the ghost symbol, so this way I'm making sure that nobody else is gonna go for ghost, because there are no other ghost portals. Or, I'm not making sure, but rather I'm reducing the chances. Getting Oshawott this early is really good. We get the overlap unit between... Okay, we get some really good stuff here. Galarian Farfetch is really not that bad if you play Gourmet, but I don't think I'm going to. So I'm just going to get a Tyrogue, and I'm going to think about what I want the Tyrogue to be. Anyways, we're going to put in this Oshawott right here. That's really good. And then we can put in Tyrogue. And we have to upgrade him into... Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan. Both of these are pretty good. If I give him Green Orb, what is he going to become? You know what? I'm actually curious. I'm going to give this Shell Bell here, then I'm going to do this and see what he does. Okay, so he became Hitmonchan. That's fine. That's super fine with me. Alright, and all we have to do now is... Oops, yeah, we don't care about human too much. Let's put in the Lopunny. Get those last few Poliwags. Okay, we get a Chimchar region, which is good. We can play human fighting now. Okay, yeah. We get some pretty good units here. I don't think we care about Azrael anymore. We can put, like, a better water unit later. And right now we already have Wartortle, so we don't care. Like, Meryl would technically be better than Wartortle, but it doesn't actually really matter right now. Right now the only thing that matters is hitting the Poliwrath. And here we go, we got one. That's pretty good. We want... So, Lucky Egg is really good for him, so I'm gonna take this scale, and maybe we can make Lucky Egg later. And I'm gonna keep rolling. Buying one costs, you know, to increase the chances. Okay, we're one off. We can buy this guy. We don't care about you too much. Monferno, that's pretty good. We're not gonna go for Infernape. I mean, I guess we can try to go for it, but maybe it's a bad idea. Let me sell this guy for now, and we'll see, I guess. Oh, and we get another Ditto, so that's really good. We can actually buy this Ditto. And if I use them right now, it's definitely gonna make Poliwrath and not Politoed, right? Because he's sitting on the front line, so it should work. If it doesn't work, fuck my life, I guess. If it doesn't work, I just lost the game. But it will work, it will work. Anyways, we're going on a terrific win streak right now, so that's amazing. So we get our Poliwrath, which is going to be really strong for all the early game. Alright, so we really want Spoon. Unfortunately, there's no Spoon, so we can get Magnet, that's fine. If I make another Muscle Bend and give it to Hitmonchan, that's also really good. You know, all three options coming off of Tyrogue are all really good, so it's pretty nice. I really don't want a Fossil, so I'll get the Scale. Even though I don't really want Scale either, that's fine, whatever. We can actually make a Max Revive, which I just learned is really good on Marshadow, because turns out, when you use a Max Revive on Marshadow, he gets to keep the stats that he stole with his ability. Okay, there he is, big buff and scary Poliwrath. So his spell, Crab Hammer, deals 120 special damage to the target and executes if they're below 30% HP. It can also crit by default with a 30% chance increased crit chance. So if we get a lucky egg, that's really good for him, right? Because it gives him AP and more chance to crit, so that's amazing. So we're actually going to do this, I guess. Put in Monferno in there. And we can put in... I think 6 Fighting is better than Water for now. We can get Water back later, right? Alright, against the ground team, I think we'll be completely fine. This early on ground doesn't have like a lot of damage, so they won't really have a way to break through either my Hitmonchan or my Poliwrath, so it'll be an easy win. Soldew would also be really nice on him, but you know, that's not an option right now. We could sell both of these to hit 50, but that's fine. I don't think I want to. We get some really interesting fighting units. Zhangmo-O is really good. It makes everyone scale, like gives them bonus stats, you know, to the units around him. I can put him like this, I guess. Like, I'd want him to be here, but that would kind of mess up the Green Orb. I want the Green Orb to be hitting Poliwrath, so I don't know. Also, he should be closest to my evolved units. A little bit of a positioning like Quandary. So what's my TM? Oh, Rage! Rage is really good. We could definitely give Rage to Hitmonchan, honestly. Because his base spell is not that good. So I think I'm going to do that, actually. I'm going to give him Rage. Rage is really good. Especially with a Green Orb. Would be even better if I also had Muscle Bend, but, you know, chances are good. We have 2 scales to make the item that I want, so it's fine. Alright, once again, the recording cut off. I still don't know where that problem is coming from. I mean, it's not like I'm actively looking for the source, but I'm just sort of hoping that it'll go away, you know? But anyways, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. See, the spell damage is not that great. Hitmonchan's spell, not the best. So I think we can give him Rage. Get Enrage for 3 seconds, that's so OP, bro. We see how good, what's his name? Capsakid is because of being able to give Enrage, right? So, yeah, we definitely want to go for this. Alright, hopefully we can hit something like Fighting 8 Human 4. That should be pretty easy. You know, there's plenty of overlap. We get this, which is interesting. In case someone is playing Ghost or Poison, it'll be helpful. This guy might be playing Ghost later. We don't know yet. He's probably going to go for Artificial, but we never know. Alright, and we do get some very interesting choices. So I could pick another Glasses and make Wonder Box, which would probably be a good idea. But I do think this is worth making. Lucky Egg, Poliwrath, that's really good, I think. He's going to be a really good carry with this. You know what? We're even going to leave a gap here so that he gets focused more, so he gets more Muscle Bend stacks. We can do something like this, I think. That's pretty good. We can put War Turtle back in, give us water back. That's pretty minor, but it's a pretty decent, like, mana buff, you know. 4 per second. Yeah, that helps. That helps for him. Besides, we can replace the water turtle with a better water unit later, something that we really want to, you know, cast a lot. We'll see though, you know, just a little bit of flexibility that we can have. We could potentially we could get Keldeo as our fighting legendary, you know, so that would be pretty good. In this case, it would even be like maybe possible to play something like fighting water 6, maybe, maybe, probably not, but maybe. We'll see. Okay, again, this is really like doing really fine right now. I mean, this guy's team is really weird, right? Random the duo, nose pass. That yeah, he's having trouble finding a direction. Let's just say it like this. Ooh, interesting, Onyx. Okay, we can't really use him right now, but it's interesting that he was added. I'm gonna fill up my bench with pretty expensive unit to increase the chance of... Actually, I have to leave one slot free for fishing, but yeah. I'm gonna increase the chance that I hit some 4 costs of my own, so additional copies of Oshawott would be really good. Or, I don't know. There's a lot of... Yeah, Jangmo-O too. Pretty good. Jangmo-O. No, that's... No, it is Jangmo-O. The baby's Jangmo-O, the middle stage is Akama-O, and the big boss is Como-O. Right. Como is the one I never mistake, because, you know, it's been, like, used in OU a lot. I mean, he wasn't always good. He was, in fact, almost never good. But he was pretty popular in competitive Pokemon singles, so I know his name, right? But the 2 baby ones, I always get them messed up. Anyways, we win this round, again, pretty easily. Fighting is really, really strong in the early game. Like, blocking 10 damage on everything... It's not that relevant late game. I mean, it still is, because, like, at least for, like, auto attacks and stuff, it helps a lot with, like, tanking damage rate. What was I saying? What do I want here? I guess we could take... Sure, another scale, and we can make a Fluffy Tail. We'll see. I think it's gonna be Fluffy Tail and Max Revive, and we try to get Marshadow, maybe? I don't know, we'll see. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. We're presented with Palmy. Is Palmy better than anything we have right now? Not really. So we're gonna leave that one on the bench. But not the bench, my bench, but the shop bench, the actual bench. Anyways. You know what I love? You know what? I'm gonna take this time where I'm like winning very easily and I don't have to do much to talk about something I really love, which is deck building games. I cannot get enough of them. And not just deck building, but like any game that has a building element. Well, I guess not like something like Architecture Simulator or something, but you know what I mean. Okay, very unfortunate here. We get all of our items knocked off by this guy. What's his name? Sableye. We get all our items knocked off by Sableye, so we lose this round. Sableye's a really strong unique, you know. He has basically like Nicket's spell, which is like the most broken spell in the game, but on an actually good unit with good stats too, so that's really scary and terrifying. But, you know, that's the game. That's how it is. Yeah. Deck building games. I mean, okay, wait, let's get back on this. Let me explain why it's so good, right? Because knocking off all my... Like, I have 4 items slammed right now. 4 full items. He just knocked off 3 of these with 1 single spell. That's insane. That's like more than half my power budget. Well, I guess the power budget of my team is not entirely on items. There's also units, especially since I re-rolled for a 3-cost unit, you know, early on. But that's still, like, insanely strong, you know? Like, if those items were not knocked off, if I just took the damage, I would have definitely won this round, I think. Oh, maybe not. What the fuck? Okay. Damn. Yo, that Halucha damage was unexpected. Okay. Okay, that's fine, though. Alright, we get to this, so now I guess we put in 8 fighting for this round. We can sell all of these now. I guess I don't need to, but I will. Because I don't know, I don't like keeping my bench cluttered for too long. We can roll a little bit, try to hit some better units. Since we're gonna likely stay on 8 for a while. Like, we're not going to 9 straight. We have to get stronger. Okay, get this Jangmo-O, that's really good. Fletchling, that's whatever. We're just holding this to increase the chance of finding, like, 5 costs, you know? Okay, so back to deck building games. I love them, right? But not just deck building, any kind of building. Like, for example, Pokemon, you know, the actual game, not this game, not Pokemon Auto Chess. Not that this game isn't good, but I mean the original Pokemon game, right? Is a team building game, and so that makes the competitive scene very interesting. because, you know, there's, especially when there's not like an obvious meta that everyone is playing, you know, like there kind of is. Of course, there are like, you know, in OU there's maybe like 40 viable Pokemon, and I'm being a little generous, right? I mean, a little bit more than that probably, or a little less, depends on the meta, but you know, there's so many options. Like on every Pokemon you can put so many different moves, you know, every combination of 4 moves, each with their own purpose, etc. The level of customization of what you want your team to do and how you want it to work is so amazing. I think between Version and Terrakion, I think Version's probably the best. Per remaining ally, and this one is like per what? Per enemy on your side of the board, but what does that mean? I actually don't know how that works, so I'm gonna make this one. Okay, and we want what? Like, probably Max Revive, Fluffy Tail, and I guess sure we can make a Razor Claw, whatever. Just slam everything on it, you know. Those are not the best items ever, but they'll do fine, I think. Okay. Okay, another Oshawott, that's pretty good. Alright, we're playing against a fire team. Oh no, sorry, it's a field team, but he got Moltres as his legendary. Kind of unlucky. So it's like, yeah, it's fire field, but he didn't get exactly what he wanted, I think. Okay. You can see, even in the late game, you know, he's still holding up. He's still my top damage dealer. Which makes sense, because my items are tailored for it. You know, it's kind of a bias to say that, because I don't, if I had put my items on something else, maybe it would be stronger. So yeah, it is kind of biased of me to present the things like this, but you know. You know. When I say something and actually I said nothing. Is Riolu in this game? No. No ranged guy is kind of annoying. That means we kind of have to do something like... I'll figure it out next round. We can put in 4 human, at least just to see what TM we get. That's pretty interesting. We could even try to see what 6 human is. That's a little tip when you have human in your team. Always like try to get to 6 human at some point to see what's the HM you have for this game. Okay, yeah. This is when ground gets really strong. Youch. We got screwed. Especially since they have you know, Seismitoad, which like gives poison, which is really good. We could get a Water Stone, honestly. Try to keep the water sub-theme going. I don't think that's worth 10 gold though. Like 3 water is not that strong. Besides, there's not really even someone I want to make cast that much. Maybe Jangmo-O. I mean, we can do it. It does cost 10 gold, though. 10 gold is not that much when you've already hit max interest, but... what the heck, we'll do it. Yeah, and, you know, it's the same with card games, everything. What I love in these games is that there's so many options that there's always gonna be, like, an unexpected option that eventually flares up and, you know, makes a great upset. And I love these moments in gaming, in general, you know? When the strategy that no one was expecting to win wins, that feels amazing. Bide. I don't really care about that. Bide's kinda lame. Alright. Keep you on the bench for now. We'll give the Water Stone to... where is he? I want him in. We can definitely do this. There he is. Boom, boom. Okay. That's probably fine. Okay, that's what we want. Okay, the pillar gets destroyed first. That's good. Tanks a little bit for us. Which is, like, kind of nice. And then we go off. Okay, nice. Very nice cast by Virizion there. Eliminating a really strong enemy. Alright, yeah, this guy... oh, that's Ben. Hi, Ben. Sorry for kicking you out. Oh, he's not quite dead yet. Okay. So, now we gotta consider who we want to keep. We want to keep these 2 on the side, because in case I get 6 human at some point... Like, here's 2 humans, actually, so I can probably check for it right now. Okay, we're gonna sell this. Don't care about word total. Get the 2 humans. We can check next round. You know what? I'm gonna check on the bird round to make sure I don't mess something up. And in the meantime, okay, we get Machoke, that's fine. I'm probably not putting it in, but you know what? This way I get free slots. We can get Subble and put it in at level 9. I think Subble is a really nice, like, side carry that we can have. I think we're gonna get destroyed by Electric. Electric counters fighting pretty hard. Like, the whole point of fighting is that it does well against comps that do damage little by... Oh, never mind, we won. Wow. Okay. You know, I'm going on a whole speech about why I'm gonna lose, and then I win. That's classic me. Alright, we're gonna do this, and this. What's the HM? Strength. Sets its max PP. It deals a shit ton of damage, kinda. Honestly, it's better than rebuilding the thing, I think. Strength is pretty good. I think I'm gonna teach it strength. And then put everything back in. Obviously. Yeah, okay. And now we can sell these. And we never have to use them again. I forgot to put Osha Web back in, but that's fine. So I think I'm gonna roll a little bit, try to hit Duwat and Hakamo'o, right? And then, ooh, okay, that's interesting. Stardust, Punching Glove, after casting ability, gains 650%. That's pretty good, actually. I think I'm gonna do that and give it to him. Alright. So, okay, that's pretty good. Ditto, that's really good, actually. Roll, roll, roll. Another Ditto. Okay, I know what I have to do now. Yeah, you know what? I'll do it right now, even. I don't give a fuck. There we go. I mean, he doesn't have an item, but he's still going to be doing a lot of damage. I mean, eventually, when he gets to casting, right? That's still pretty good. See, was that one cast with no item, he was first in my team. Wow. Dude, Dark is strong. Somehow. When I play Dark, I always feel like I do 0 damage. How is this guy beating me? That's actually kind of crazy. Okay, like, if I go to his team, right? I guess it's just Sableye. Sableye is just really good. And he has Greninja. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it makes sense, kind of. Oh. I forgot this guy. See, I knew I would forget, right? Maybe leveling up like that wasn't the best way to do it. I don't care, though. Here's Girder. Okay, and he has Strength. So that should be pretty good, honestly. You know, if I was really serious, maybe I should do it. I would probably sell the Poliwrath and give the items to Girder, because he's most definitely better now. Like, for sure better. You know, but... you know what? If we start losing, I'll do it. But right now I want Poliwrath to have the spotlight. Okay, we have a lot of cool stuff. I probably want Gracidia? I don't know, actually. He took it. That's annoying. Pokédoll is good, but... not that good. I'll take it still. There we go. Give that to him. Alright. So now there's several things to consider, because I could definitely put in 4 human and then give more items to Girder, and then it would make him stronger, because... yeah, you know what, that's most definitely the play. It makes me sad to have to do this, but I think you've done your time. We're gonna do this, this, and this right here. And there we go. Now, Girder is gonna take over as the carry of the team. I hope he will not disappoint. I don't think he would. You know? But you never know. Right now with strength, he's probably hella strong. Probably. Never mind. He just got fucking destroyed by this Rhydon. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, ground's really good against fighting anyways. If you don't have something like, sold you, right, to, like, go toe-to-toe with the scaling of ground, you're probably losing. Maybe this was a bad play. Maybe Poliwrath would have won, you know what? Because this is strong, but 2 times attack plus defense plus special defense. He has a lot of all of these things, right? Plus ability power. I don't know. Maybe Poliwrath was better, actually. You guys tell me in the comments what you think. Should I have kept Poliwrath or not? I guess we hope to get something like, I don't know, Blue Egg for Drizzle. Would be really nice here. Oh, that's fine, yeah. That's really fine. Mana Scarf, that's really huge, actually. We're gonna do something is we're gonna put tankier units in front of him. You know. So that he doesn't get destroyed. We really still need that Hakamo'o. I still don't have it. Okay, there he is. Okay, that's probably as good as my team is gonna get. We want you to be next to you. We want, like, buff stats to go on this. And put this, like, I don't know, in the middle. Or I can put them in front of Drizzle. That's probably fine. Yeah. Yeah, it was probably a good call to put it in front of Drizzle. Okay. I mean, Drizzle's still gonna die. Yeah, we're still gonna lose to this guy, I think. He's so strong. He's just so strong. Look at this damage. My team's pretty tanky. I have fighting 8, you know? It's pretty surprising. Oh, we managed to make a top 2, though. Okay, pretty good game, I would say. You know, the mystery of Dark still remains, like, as dark as impenetrable as the team itself. I still don't understand, like, how Dark sometimes go from, like, complete one-shot to completely useless. I don't know. Often when... I mean, even when I play it myself, sometimes it's the best thing ever, sometimes it's not that good. So I don't know. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this game. We got to showcase Poliwrath, you know, dominating all the early game until it was time for him to retire in favor of the champ, you know, Girder. In the end, maybe using Girder was not the right decision because one thing is Lucky Egg was tailored to work good with Poliwrath's innate crits thing, you know, and it didn't really do much for Girder, right? Like Girder would have been much happier here with something like Upgrade or Red Orb or something like this, something to bolster his damage because he was already very tanky with the Muscle Band and the Shell Bell. But yeah, I guess that's it for today, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Oh, wait, before I say that, make sure that if you like the video, make sure to like the video, you know, press the actual button, not just, you know, enjoy the video. And drop a comment while you're at it, and, you know, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and, you know, most of all, thank you so much for watching this video up to this point if you're still here. Okay, a little confused, but, you know, I got the spirit. And, I'll be seeing you guys next time. Peace!